What lip color? Hey guys, my name is Crystal and today's video is a cook with me. So my mom passed away a few years ago and this was one of my favorite dishes that she would prepare, and I miss having it so much, so I decided to just attempt it on my own. And this dish is something that always reminded me of her. I only loved her version of it, and hopefully I can make mine close to how she did it. I'm sure it won't come out as great as my mom's, but I'm gonna try and have my sister taste it to let me know. Shout out to my sister Gabby who gave me instructions, and hopefully it comes out great.
Hey guys, this is Crystal's other sister Janie. I just tried a bowl of these beans, and let me tell you, for her first time, she did great. They came out amazing. If you want to learn how to make these beans, continue watching.
Alright guys, you want to start off with your bag of beans. I like to use these casserole pinto beans, but you could use any brand that you prefer. Before you start cooking the beans, what you want to do is spread them all out and pick out all the blackened ones, or take out any rocks or stems that may have ended up in the bag, and make sure you're left with nothing but clean, pretty beans. Now, some people like to let their beans soak overnight. I prefer not to. I just like to let mine soak for a couple of hours. This may help if you have a gas stove, and it allows the beans to cook a lot quicker. Make sure to rinse the beans really, really good so that you get all that dustiness off of them. Now that I've put them in some clean, fresh water, I'm going to let them soak for a couple of hours. I've put the beans to boil in a huge pot and check on it constantly to make sure that it has water. At this point, I had put a half onion and some garlic. I'll be playing this music while I'm cooking. It reminds me of her so much. Alright, now that the beans have been cooking for a while, I went ahead and cut up some hot dogs and bacon and put them on the grill and cooked them. I also seasoned them while cooking, but if you choose to use salt at this point, only use very little. Now in that same pan, I pour in a whole can of jalapenos and cook these. I don't like to add anything to the pot of beans that's cold, and this makes them spicier. You don't have to use a whole can, it just all depends on how spicy you want the beans to be. I like putting the jalapenos in pretty early while the beans are cooking, because the longer they cook with the beans, the spicier they get. At this point, the beans are really soft, so I'll go ahead and add the hot dogs and bacon. You don't want to put these in at the very, very end, only because you want the hot dogs to soak up the flavor of the beans. And then also at this point, I like to taste the beans just to see how much salt needs to be added. I like to add the cilantro at the very end because of the flavor that it brings to the beans. It is so good. And these beans, you guys, smell so amazing. kids are excited and wanted me to film them dancing because they know once the cilantro goes in, it's almost time for us to eat. Guys, please let me know if you tried this recipe out in the comments below. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button down below. And if you'd like to see more videos from me, then subscribe. So I would say that this dish was a victory. I really love the way it came out. It tastes so good and it reminds me so much of my mom, which is so important to me. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If this is something that you'd like to see more of, then let me know in the comments below. Kristen, I know you're gonna make fun of me for saying charro instead of charro, but that's how you pronounce it. It's cilantro, not cilantro. Zoe, she's freaking out.